प्रभास जी, हमने सुना है कि मिस्टर अमिताभ बच्चन नरेटर हैं, तो what would you say about and what's your
so
feeling?
it was like great. You're talking about the voiceover which he gave? Yeah, it was like everybody loves his voice, and I spoke to him and I sent him a letter, like so like sweetly he gave the voice, and I'm very grateful. So it's a very important dialogue, I think, in the film. It starts with his dialogue and ends with his dialogue. So I'm very grateful. We are all grateful to him for giving his voice. Yeah, I believe in fate, destiny, and all, but I never showed hand to anyone. When Radha told me the story, I thought like, oh, me, palmist. I never showed it to anyone. So, but the way it goes, it's between love and destiny, the fight. It's a very good sign that India is becoming one, because the other countries like China, biggest industries like China or Hollywood, they have one language. We have how many? 18, 20 languages. So now we are becoming Indian cinema, and it will take like 5 years where everybody are experimenting in films. So like Telugu songs, Hindi song, Bahubali or RR, or every film we are all trying to reach Indian audience. It takes another five years, I think, because every day it's an experiment, and we're going to make India's film, only Indian films after 5 years, I think. Like as you said, and we're going to be the biggest industry in the future. The films which I'm doing, like Adipurush or Nagesh Project K, are like biggest action films. Every 2-3 films I want to try something different. In Telugu also I was an action hero from my first film, but I did Darling and Mr. Perfect, which worked. They were big hits, and I don't want the audience to get bored or fix it like that. I can do only action. There is action in Radhe Shyam, but not dishum dishum, but we have action. Like you can see the visuals and all. So yeah, I don't want the audience to get bored of me, so I want to try something.
I honestly think that Hindi has seen love stories, and we have some iconic love stories with DDLJ and all of that. But I also feel that we, as an audience, sometimes want to see more love stories which aren't happening. So I'm hoping, which is why Kabir Singh did really well, So I hope that with this film also people enjoy the love aspect of it. And when it comes to the action, I would say just wait for my next announcement. That's all I'm gonna say. But very excited. I definitely want to, do something with action, because I feel that as a young girl, I look up to women who have played major action sequences and done roles like that, where she's been the badass of the film, and growing up I've seen that, I've loved it, and I hope that through my choices in my films I could probably inspire another little Pooja. So I hope that happens very soon, and it will. Just give me a few months for my next announcement. I think, the image is that he's a shy person, but I think he's actually if he warms up to the people and around his friends, he's actually a fun person and very, jovial is what I would say. So that's what people don't know.
I think we should make an Indian film. It's time, and it has come, I think. Yeah. The theme which I select, everybody are trying to make Indian films, north, south, east, west. So we tried to make Indian film. So it is an Indian film. It's like love, destiny, faith. Everybody believes in it, or around the country, around the world also. So yeah, we are getting closer. We are making Indian films. So that's now Bahubali did, then KGF did, now Pushpa. Now we are getting closer to make Indian films more and more. Maybe a year in future we might release some 50 Indian films. So that's very good sign. We are going to become the world's one of the biggest industries once it happens. Any stars, I don't want to talk about any other stars, but any actor or stars, they really, the film runs only because of a writer and the director. Then only I think we stars or actors can make it bigger, little, the openings or something, but the film can run only by the story or the director.
एक डायलॉग है फिल्म में कि प्यार को लेकर आपका प्रेडिक्शन इस बार गलत है. कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि प्यार को लेकर आपका प्रेडिक्शन गलत हुआ है रियल लाइफ में?
बहुत बार हुआ है. That's why I didn't get married, I think.
I feel like sometimes the script supports you, and I think this time the character has helped me kind of portray another version of myself. You're going to see a new Pooja, I would say. And it was great that I got to do a commercial film which was a love story where the girl had a very strong character. I had to so I prepped a lot for it. She's fun, she's strong-headed, she's very much a girl of today, even though the film is set in, I would say, 80s. 70s, yeah, in that era. So I'm very excited because I hope you all like what I have done with the role. It has been, like I said, one of my most challenging roles, and on such a big scale. I hope you all love it. Sanjay sir, if you're watching this, please give me the chance. But इतनी बुरी बात तो नहीं है, मतलब अगर हम सुपरस्टार्स के साथ काम
मैंने कहा तो अच्छी बात है, मैंने बुरा नहीं बोला.
अच्छी बात है. आई हैव ऑल्सो नॉट वर्कड विद
आमिर शाहरुख के साथ भी करना है.
I haven't also, if you look at my filmography, but I think it's now about picking the right scripts for me. I think it's about picking the right characters, and I think that I've reached that stage where I feel like it's, I want to be challenged as an actor more than anything, besides doing the commercial films also, which I am. And this is like the perfect amalgamation of both, I would say, because, there's a scope for performance and it's a commercial film at the same time. So I hope you like it. And I hope I keep working with superstars, and they say that संगत अच्छा हो तो फिर वो कभी ना कभी तो वो that it rubs off on you. So I hope that the superstardom of my co-stars also rub off on me. I think the challenge has been with his fans, because they are so passionate about him, the darling fans, that अगर कुछ if there was no update coming from the team, they used to bombard me on my Instagram and my Twitter saying that please Radhe Shyam update. So I think my challenge has been with that, but it's amazing to have such passionate fans.
See, regarding palmistry has been like what I read was like there's a king called Vikramaditya who popularized palmistry around India and around the world. So I took an inspiration of the name from that. And Prerana, the meaning of Prerana is, I think you'll all understand that. So why I named her Prerana is like once you watch the film, you'll understand it. And coming back to why I named it Radhe Shyam, like is there any classical love story in India like bigger than Radhe Shyam, Radha and Krishna? And I felt that that's the right thing to do. And I would like to add some an answer to a few of the questions. Like, see, this film is based on, it's a love story. The conflict is astrology. And coming to astrology, if you take astrology, like either we believe it or we don't believe it. Only there are two categories. And this is the most age-old question. Like I've been like reading about this question in like 500-year-old scriptures as well. Like, is it true or not? But if something is not true, it has to extinct. But it is not. Why is that happening? And the other thing is like, do we have a logical conclusion to palmistry or astrology or whatever it is? We cannot come with a sentence with that. So the question is like, people who believe in it will question their belief system. People who don't believe in it, they'll relook at this issue in a different way once again. And I think Radhe Shyam is a film to fall in love with and to understand an aspect, an age-old question as well.
I like Salman and Shahrukh a lot. Amitabh Bachchan sir. Amitabh Bachchan sir though is a legend and everybody loves him. So yeah. And what's the other question?
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you believe in astrology?
No, actually that's why I like till the story like 70. Yeah, they answer. No, you can't. Okay, yeah, I never believed. I never did. I didn't do Radhe Shyam to prove as an actor. I just wanted I wanted to entertain audience in a different way. So I'm not like very keen about awards or nothing. Maybe after 10 years, I don't know. But now I'm not so keen about awards. So, yeah.